Please welcome our guest speaker for tonight, Cadet Ward.
Good evening, faculty, staff, and fellow cadets. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the band company first sergeant. That means I spend a lot of time worrying about standards, timing, accountability, and whether everyone is in the right place at the right time, which, statistically speaking, does not always happen. But tonight isn't about formations, music, or inspections. Tonight is about something deeper, something that affects every single cadet in this corps, regardless of rank, company, or how long you have been here. I want to talk about resilience, the people you choose to surround yourself with, and what it really means to live out that line from the Cadet Prayer. Help us choose the harder right instead of the easier wrong. We're a little bit further into the term now. Mid-years have moved into their barracks. Everyone knows where they sleep, mostly knows where they're supposed to be, and has learned that time moves faster at MMA than it does anywhere else on earth. The initial shock is gone. That is the point where the academy stops feeling new and starts feeling real. And this is also the point where habits start to lock in. Early on, adrenaline carries you. After that, character does. When people hear the word resilience, they usually imagine someone tough, loud, unbreakable. Someone who never struggles. That's not reality. Resilience at MMA looks like taking correction without letting it ruin your day. Messing up, fixing it, not making the same mistake twice. Being tired, frustrated, and still somehow managing to do your job right. Choosing effort even when motivation is gone. Resilience isn't dramatic. It's consistent. Every tradition, religious, philosophical, or military, teaches this same truth. In Christian scripture, we're reminded, let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. In Islam, we hear, indeed with hardship comes ease. In Judaism, perseverance through discipline and responsibility is a central value. In Buddhism, endurance and right effort are necessary for growth. Different beliefs, same message. You don't grow by avoiding difficulty. You grow by staying in it. Now, let's talk about the core itself. Whether you realize it or not, this school is shaping you every day. And a huge part of that comes down to who you choose to associate with. At this point in the term, everyone's starting to fall into patterns. You can already see it. Cadets who quietly handle their business. Cadets who take pride in doing things right. Cadets who complain about everything, but somehow never change anything. Cadets who always seem to be almost squared away. And here's the dangerous part. The people who complain the most are often the funniest, the most relaxed, and the easiest to be around. But ease is not the same as excellence. Across cultures and faiths, this warning shows up time and time again. Christian scripture says, walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. Islamic teaching emphasizes keeping company with those who strengthen your discipline and character. Confucian philosophy teaches that character is shaped by example and association. In plain terms, who you spend time with will eventually decide who you become. This is where the Cadet Prayer stops being poetic and starts being practical. Choosing the harder right instead of the easier wrong isn't about one big heroic moment. It's about dozens of small decisions every single day. It's choosing to fix something instead of hiding it, to speak up instead of going along, to follow standards when no one is watching, to walk away from conversations or behaviors you know are not right. Every faith tradition represented here teaches that character is revealed through action. In Christianity, faith without works is dead. In Judaism, righteousness is measured by what you do, not what you say. In Islam, integrity is proven by conduct, especially in private. In secular ethics, integrity means your values match your behavior. Same standard, different language. In MMA, those small choices add up faster than you would think. As first sergeant, I don't get to turn standards on and off. I don't get to have off days in public. I don't get to decide when accountability applies. Trust me, I wish I could. But that responsibility taught me something important. Standards don't exist to make life easier. They exist to make people better. Resilience isn't about rank. Integrity isn't about position. Leadership isn't about authority. Leadership starts with consistency, especially when it's inconvenient. And every cadet in this school is leading someone, whether you realize it or not. Vespers gives us the space to slow down, not to escape responsibility, but to remember why we carry it. Resilience lasts longer when it's anchored to purpose. Motivation fades, purpose stays. Whether your faith is grounded in God, tradition, or a personal moral code, it gives you something solid when things feel overwhelming. Every tradition represented here teaches that perseverance, discipline, and right association are not optional. They're essential. So, here's my challenge to the entire school. Be intentional. Be intentional about who you listen to, what behaviors you normalize, how you respond to correction, whether you choose growth or comfort. Don't drift. Drifting never leads anywhere good. When the easier wrong presents itself, and it will, remember the Cadet Prayer. Choose the harder right. Choose resilience. Choose people who push you forward, not pull you down. MMA is not meant to be easy. It's meant to shape you. Resilience will outlast talent. Integrity will outlast popularity. And the habits you build now will follow you long after you leave this place. We're all still learning. We're all still growing. But growth only happens if you stay committed. Stand firm, walk wisely, and keep choosing the harder right. Thank you, and good evening. Please welcome our second speaker for tonight, Mr. George Davison.
Deligo, Weni Ra Tio, Veritas, love, honor, truth. As president of Missouri Military Academy between 1914 and 1933, Colonel Emmett Young Burton adopted these three simple yet very profound words as the school's motto. In the beak of the mouth of the eagle that appears at the top of the MMA crest, there's a ribbon. It has these words: Deligo, Veniratio, and Veritas, love, honor, truth. How do these three words, whether in English or in Latin, apply to your life here at MMA or to your future? Let's first talk about Deligo. Love. Conjugating the word amo, A-M-O, not A-double-M-O, in Latin class at MMA back in the 1960s is a long remembered assignment. Amo refers to romantic or amorous love. Deligo is a different type of love. The Latin meaning connotates esteem, value, and regard. Based upon my understanding of MMA history in the years during which Colonel Burton headed the school, romantic love was never considered, nor the intent. Esteem, value, and regard, deligo love, was the intended meaning. Colonel Burton began the MMA motto with the word love, or deligo, because the brotherhood of MMA cadets is esteemed and valued. Gentlemen, I came back to MMA because I value the school. I value you. You are indeed my brothers. The brotherhood continues once the barracks, the academic building, the field house, swimming pool, gymnasium, wrestling room, and the chapel have been left behind. Colonel Burton instituted what he called the Big Brother Plan. At the time, hazing, as a form of discipline, was prevalent in the minds of parents. This was based upon the concept and the reputation of other military schools. My sense is that Colonel Burton wanted to emphasize that MMA valued, it esteemed, and respected the cadets, the parents, and each other. These are the values that consist or continue today for the MMA Brotherhood. Deligo also refers to the willingness of each of us and the willingness that each of us should have to help one another, to selflessly demonstrate compassion, kindness, humility, meekness, patience, and forgiveness, not only to each other within the Corps, but also to anyone and everyone. Practice Deligo. Deligo love. Give of yourself. Set the example. Hold yourself up. Demonstrate how to live life successfully. Respect yourself and respect others. Demonstrate compassion. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Hold fast the relationships which you gain at MMA, as well as those you will develop throughout your life. Veneratio, honor. English words, venerable, venerate. They're derived from veneratio. A person of honor is venerated or admired. That individual is accorded significant respect because of age, wisdom, and most importantly, because of character. The elements of the new cadet oath define this word that stands for honor. Honesty and integrity, excellence, respect and consideration, strength of character, and responsibility. The characteristic of veneratio overlaps love, Deligo. Honor is not a medal. You can't wear it on your uniform, but you can present it in yourself. It's not a certificate in a frame that you hang on a wall, or accolades that you receive from your acquaintances, friends, and others. Honor is doing the difficult right rather than the easier wrong. No lies, no half-truths. Honor is integrity. An individual of honor is respected, trusted, and believed. Honor is lost when a person fails to act responsibly. When that occurs, honor has been compromised. Honor is difficult to recover. Honor is doing what you say you will, and then you do it. The honorable individual takes care of himself physically and morally. Honor is demonstrated in a variety of ways. Here at MMA, look at your room. Is it well maintained? Is your bed tied? Is the uniform in good order? Shoes shine, brass polish, proper tie. A tie that covers the top button on your shirt. The shirt collar covers the tie in the back. And is your gig line straight? The individual of honor does not make excuses. Constructive criticism is accepted and acted upon. The person of honor learns from mistakes and diligently avoids them in the future. The person of honor aspires to excellence in thought, word, and deed. To be a person of honor requires fortitude, intestinal fortitude, guts. Practice veneratio each day, one step at a time. Mr. Ward gave you a wonderful presentation. Follow the examples that Mr. Ward has set. If you do that one step at a time, you will develop positive habits. Veritas. In English, I think we say veritas. Truth. I believe that truth encapsulates and is dependent upon both deligo and Wenirito, love and honor. When we love one another, we are accepting, we are respectful, compassionate, kind, patient, and forgiving. This is true. Exercising the legal love results in esteem and regard not only for others, but also for yourself. This is true. An honorable person is responsible. An honorable person acts with integrity in all that is done. What we do and we are supposed to do, that is an honorable and truthful person. The honorable person understands, and the truthful person understands that noble thoughts inspire noble deeds. Honorable people have strong character and self-discipline. These, again, are truths. Consider these words from the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Life requires illegal love. Liberty demands persons of venerato, or venerable honor. Such a person understands what is needed and necessary to preserve liberty for all. Exercise the legal love that comes from the MMA Brotherhood. Be individuals of honor. By doing so, your search for truth will be successful. I am a child of the 50s and 60s. You could go around the MMA campus in the 1960s and you'd hear certain songs being played, and one of them was One Tin Soldier. The lyrics tell of the mountain people. They had a buried treasure. The people in the valley demanded it. The mountain people said, "We will share with our brothers." Examples of love and honor. The treasure was truth. The valley people believed the treasure was gold, silver, and other gems. They wanted it all for themselves. Now the valley cried with anger, "Mount your horses, draw your sword." And they killed the mountain people, so they won their just reward. Now they stood before the treasure on the mountain, dark and red, turned to stone and looked beneath it. Peace on earth was all it said. Colonel Emmett Young Burton in the MMA motto has given a treasure to each of us. Those of us who are old boys, and to you who are new boys. There is wisdom in those three simple yet profound words. Whether in English or in Latin, these words are for your time here at MMA and for the rest of your life. Deligo, love. Venerato, honor. Veritas, truth. Frequently look upon these words on the ribbon in the beak of the eagle on the MMA crest. Each day practice love, honor, and truth. You will be individuals who are esteemed and who will hold others in esteem. You will be individuals who are venerated, and you will be individuals who will seek and practice the true meaning of life.